money back, money back, woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That good for 19 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Carr, and complete right side to Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's how you want to play.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Carr. It's caught. Nelson. First down Raiders, the former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Here we go.
Here's Carr to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Under. 5-5. Like 50, like 50. 21. Ready for tackle.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
21. 11.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Harris now to return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Now Carr.
And
that is incomplete.
That's all you try to
Good
do.
coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you bumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the
He playing too far
That's
back
a
on
good
the
way to
damn
start the drive.
linebacker.
17 yards and a first down.
He's gonna catch right
An
there.
ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the
He's
book
too slow. Trying to hit and work on him, man.
A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Rolling to his right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And his throw's going to be
Boy, that could have been my pick, but I dropped off the play
end
of the running back.
And it's 3rd and short. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On play action, it's Carr.
Hit off.
That'll be tipped and intercepted.
I told him.
Picked off by
Find that
Marshawn
short shit. Let's go, man. I told him.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
I told him I had something for that shit, man.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
He has no receiver. Only thing he's doing is trying to throw short, trying to catch me off guard. He doing that shit up.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He in zone. He need playing the zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Way out.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, the run with Lynch.
Yeah, he's going well.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window.
Picked off. Come on, Pat Robinson.
Faster in order to try and win the game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw.
Hit low. Come on, louder more.
Complete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Passes are not working, man.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Let's go.
As he throws, and
it's
this
over,
is
man.
Be
it's over. Everything is covered.
Try it on 4th down, but to no avail.
And
the Saints will have the football back. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He gets it to Thomas, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Easy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Sit down. Nasty.
Ready. Check. Hey, easy. 21.
Right there, y'all.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley.
What they say right there. Ball going to 20. What they say?
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He love that. That's
6:37. Hey, 7:34.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Bring that pressure on your ass. He's tight end set.
Forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Carr to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, they gave it to him. Animation. Come here.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Carr now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Yeah, I'm short. Oh, thought was going to get some yards. We'll put this.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Carr now on 1st down. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Trash, man.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
He thought he had somebody. Go, Pat Robinson.
And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Go, man.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're going to let the clock run out, man. Going nothing.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
21-0.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
All right, goes out to you, though. Bree.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You have some defense. You'll be straight. You so ain't got no damn offense.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
At all.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Spins away. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. That's it, baby. Under.
On second down, here's Breeze. Trying to lay one up deep.
Let's go.
And
Oh, come on.
incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Breeze.
I threw it right to him.
Traffic and it's
I
intercepted.
threw it right to him.
Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Like, neither my tight end or my receiver ain't even jump.
And running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Go Chiefs.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Well, where do you think he's
He'll
going?
take it forward for about
Nowhere.
5 up to the 28-yard line. You know, despite the score line, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense
going
step
nowhere?
up and make that play? Because that's
Stop,
been an
boy.
issue for them in this
You
game.
going
They'll
nowhere?
wind up with positive yardage. It's a
Really thought
gain
he
of
was gonna
3.
take off.
But now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Right there with
And he's
Rankin.
going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's got
Oh, that was being picked off. See how Matt just hold me?
Good pick up there at 22.
Oh, right there. He's trying to go to vertical. That shit ain't
So
gonna help
in
you.
Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, Raider 2.
From the gun, it's Carr. Being chased out left.
Put that on everything.
He was hit as he
That's
threw
it can be
there,
picked
and it
off
forces it
to the house.
incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy
Right
to
there.
have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Roberts with it over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got
I was
hit.
over there.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And a big turnover
All the
there as
quick
his
fucking
guys
throws.
will get
The whole
football
game. That's all
back.
you've been doing.
Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception.
Shit.
What a terrific play, taking the ball
Oh, he
away
been doing.
after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now
Quick
that
throw the
shutout
whole
still
fucking game.
standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Go down. You're good. Line 4, ready. Under.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Unpredictable, man.
5-8. You're Mike 50.
They run it again with Kamara. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Leon Hall, the former Michigan man, in on the tackle. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Back now here live in New Orleans as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
Told you. He touched the shit. Should have let it go.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 26 yards.
Yeah, that milk.
And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
They don't have the cornerback. The Bartman might come.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
On the field, down.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. And that's caught inside the 30.
You know they was gonna let him
a big play there. Like Carter Nelson, 59 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Not impressed.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Yep, this whole time.
Now Carr. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
yeah,
you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now whistles and the...
This is not finna stop me. Really think you can do some damage by calling a timeout. You got enough damn defense, man. You're not playing good enough defense.
Leaders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, ready! Yellow lady, yellow lady! Go down.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Another timeout.
It's a pickup at 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Get that out your head. Get out your head, buddy.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
5-4. 12.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
I had him wide open, too. I waited too long.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now here come the Raiders. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finds Roberts left side. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
You're trash.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
He dropped the ball.
Interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw.
Wow.
So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. His throw
man. Y'all got to make
this drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more.
We're
thinking to stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action. Now Carr.
I read the shit, so I'll just start right there.
He'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordy Nelson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Can't let you know that. Put up a good little fight, but that shit is over.
Again, this is Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Last down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Coming left is Kamara.
Well, that's your goal line, man.
35.
Fuck out
Give him
here,
10
man.
yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. Oh, the spin. And now running right through it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. In the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't want to eat. If you said they want, they don't want no steam. Put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD was selling, fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flop. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the flop on the app. Money and company, no, baby. I don't need no the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me. He owe me some money. Hit him with the. Not the crumping. Whitey playing games. They don't want no problems with me. Got good. You know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone send them. Well, opposition, they move wrong. So I dog shades, too much. Got the belly see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks? Going too close. Give me room, phony folks. Play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Mad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tucked underneath my new blue Dunkaroos. Flintstone bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Basil, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she model Abercrombie. Wrist game, Lucky Charmy, told my jeweler leprechaun me. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves. Okay, hating cause I'm upping up the fees. Whole team got these on their tees all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'ma squeeze. I'm above average. Look at you go! Okay, you better.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Oh, and that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. We got three, fellas. We got 3. 39. 21. Hey, Strickland.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And Jones hands it over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. And who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
He's going to get it running right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Smith. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Jack Crawford continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On second down, here's Smith. Completes it right side to Doxson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. Throwing is Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he will push his way forward. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, on.
Here's Peterson on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Ooh, with a juke. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now Smith. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
How many times you going to do vertical, man? You know, a lot of people spam that play.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
39. Left.
On 2nd down, Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Peterson. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They are going for it. It's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Look like he in a couple folks.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So a field goal try here on fourth down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a good-looking play to me.
That should have been
the
big
tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Smith now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're to the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Let's go, man.
It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard maybe from him, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
22! Hey, express!
From the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Everybody.
Hey,
throwing now. Ryan on first down.
Oh, he hit me all that time.
And he's got Rome.
Wow. Anything he jumped on that. Come on, man. He got nowhere.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Anything can happen. They just strap up, man.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Yeah. Come on, you mean tell me, slow ass cornerback over there. He jumped the fucking. Come on, man. He trash. He the slot corner.
Bring the Falcons up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Fucking kill me with that shit, man. Slot corner. He ain't jumping shit like that.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. He couldn't quite hold on
to that.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Jump the fucking route, man.
On second down, Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
He broke through the line so decent, boy.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be third and 13.
Dude. Unbelievable block set.
Get up!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
I should have got that bitch out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
He was right there butt naked.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Clinton Dix there for the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On third down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. It was DeShazer Everett that time who got a hand in to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Richardson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, let's roll. I said fine.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Smith now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Everyone come 15.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.